If you've ever played Roblox before, you've probably heard of natural disaster survival. It was created in 2008 and still has over 17,000 players today. This doesn't make sense to me though, because the disasters kind of suck. So I'm gonna do what all the biggest game devs do and copy what's already working. And I definitely haven't been working on it for 3 months now. So to start things off, we need to make a round system that teleports players back and forth between a map and a lobby. After getting the teleporting system working, I also added this UI on the top of the screen that shows how much time is left in the round or the intermission. And just like that, we have everything for the round system complete. Now we can focus on building the maps and the disasters. And yep, that's a cheeseburger tornado. Don't ask me how or why, but we make it later in the video. So next, I decided to improve the map because right now it's looking pretty dookie. I really liked the building style of this game I used to play called Tycoon RG, so I used a similar style when building our new map. But we're not done yet because we still need to add buildings for the disasters to destroy. And what better building to test on than a castle? So now that we have a castle made, we can get started with making our first disasters. And when I say we, I mean ChatGPT. But there's one big issue. In order to remake natural disaster, we're gonna have to remake the game. What I mean is the disasters are boring, so we're gonna have to make our own new disasters if we want to keep up with the newer games that are actually fun to play. So I'm gonna make a community post in my Discord server where people can leave ideas. So make a poop rain, and when you get hit, your avatar will be brown and get damages per second. What is wrong with you guys? So while people keep leaving ideas in the Discord server, I'm gonna get started on our first disaster, which will be a meteor shower. And ChatGPT has already scripted it for us, so now we just need to import it and see if it works. It doesn't look like anything's happening. Wait, do you see that way over there? It's just spawning the meteors in the ocean, bro. Turns out it wasn't gonna be as easy as I thought. Obviously, we don't want meteors spawning in the ocean. So I kept prompting ChatGPT until it created the system that spawned the meteors over the map. I tried to have them spawn in random positions from random heights so that it was as unpredictable as possible. Then I made it so the meteors actually explode and send a shockwave out that makes a bunch of nearby parts go flying in random directions. And once that started working, I did some play testing and realized that the game was impossible. And I'm not gonna lie, I started to lose some motivation here because I had already spent 2 hours trying to get this disaster working. And it felt like whenever I made the smallest change in ChatGPT, it would completely change the script and everything would break. But I kept going because of your comments on YouTube. Activate Windows. Activate Windows. Activate Windows. Everyone who has told me to activate Windows over the past 2 years reminded me that I will never activate Windows, just like I will never give up on this game. Alright guys, look at this. Isn't it beautiful? The castle breaks, but it doesn't explode across the map. We have successfully made our first disaster. So now that the meteor shower is complete, we can move on to the disasters that you guys came up with. And I think I know which one to start with. Hey chat, hope you've been doing well. I have a bit of a strange request. I want you to make a cheeseburger tornado. Can you do this for me? Thank you. I don't think this is supposed to happen. Hey, maybe you should try and use something other than AI to make your Roblox game. What? What? This guy can't be serious. Man, this takes way too long with ChatGPT. So you're gonna finally learn how to code on your own? What? No, I'm just gonna switch to a different tool. I think you're gonna regret this down the road. So with the cheeseburger tornado complete and about 8 disasters left to make, I knew that something had to change because we were moving at a super slow pace. And after a little bit of research, I found this AI tool called Windsurf, and this is crazy. Basically, it's an AI agent and AI co-pilot put together, which means that the AI works collaboratively and in a... Now that I had an AI that actually worked, I started working on the game in school. And I made our third disaster during math class, which is a flood of rising ketchup. I thought the flood alone was a little bit boring though, so I added these exploding ketchup bottles that fell from the sky. After finishing the disaster, I also improved the castle map and built this new race car map with cars that definitely weren't from the toolbox.
Stop the cap.
Then this is where everything goes downhill.
Oh, hell no, man. What the?
Pro tip, if you want good grades, you should focus in class. Okay, so since I had the lock-in during school, I decided to build a few more maps because those are less time consuming. For the first map, I dragged in this wheat field from the toolbox and then tried building a barn. I was tempted to take the barn model from my Shopty Happy asset pack, but I didn't really feel like it would fit the theme. Wait, you haven't heard of Shopty Happy? Alright, so this is Billy, okay? Billy saw this video and decided that he wanted to make his own Roblox game. But when he opened Roblox Studio, he realized, oopsie doopsie, mama poopsie, I don't know what the I'm doing. If this sounds like you are in luck. All of these packs right here are completely free. We even have a free scripting course. To use the files, you just open them in Roblox Studio and voila, you have a complete game. And if you don't think this actually works, meet Darted. He started with one of our packs for $38, and his most recent game has made 10 million Robux. So yeah, if you guys are interested, you can use code UNNATURAL for 20% off on your next purchase. I've spent so much time putting this site together, so I hope you really find it helpful. Where were we again? Oh yeah, I added a bunch of maps to the game. Here's the finished farm. I also built this beach, this park, this building, and these ruins. And if you're gonna yell in the comments that I copied natural disaster, that's kind of the whole point of this video. Now that we have a bunch of maps ready, we can actually get to making the disasters because my grade is back up. So I could sit here and talk in depth about each disaster and how long it took and how many headaches and lifting sessions it took to finish each small system. Or I could spend 10 seconds showing you all the disasters. Yeah, we're gonna do that one. So first I made this gravity switch disaster where all the parts rise into the air and then fall down after a few seconds. And I think this one is really fun in context when you're with other players. Next up, I made an alien invasion disaster where this UFO spawns on the map and a bunch of aliens spawn out. And these aliens were definitely not from the toolbox. The next three were pretty simple. I have a toxic gas disaster where you need to grab a mask before the toxic gas spawns in. Then I have a wildfire disaster where you obviously avoid the fire. And last but not least, I made a raining foods disaster where you have to go around and collect foods before the time runs up. And finally, to bring it all together, I created the sprinting feature where your speed increases if you run for more than 2 seconds. I even added custom sounds to it. So now that we have a bunch of maps and a bunch of disasters, I forced my friends into a call to test the game. I promise I'm not a bad friend.
Dominic, what is this?
Oh my god.
What is this running animation?
Yo, you just caught what is
No way you published this, bro. No way you published it.
As long as not too many bombs hit the roof, we should be okay.
Yeah, this roof is not massive at all.
No, we're good. Look, we're chilling.
I'm staying on the ladder.
Another bomb.
Oh my god, that's
How'd you survive?
Uh-oh. It's dropping from the trees.
Guys, I'm on fire.
Why'd
Down
you
the
put me up
racetrack
there?
is on fire. I'm gonna go drive my car off the cliff.
Jump, bro.
Aiden, catch me. Come catch me, Aiden.
Oh.
Aiden, come catch me.
I'm coming.
I'm before it's too late.
No, it's too late. Are you recording this?
Yeah.
He's gonna show like a 5-second clip of it. Let's just say there were some kicks. Yeah, that's what he's gonna say. I could like hear it in my head.
Let's just say there were some kinks. While I may not have shown it in that clip, the game was a mess. For example, the lobby literally gets destroyed by the disasters.
What's over here? Why is there a hole?
I don't know. And that sprinting feature I added, yeah, players only got that like half of the time.
Or I don't have to sprint. No. No. No, please. No!
Yeah, this is deserved back.
So, fixing these bugs took about a week. And if you're wondering why, no, my systems are working fine. Let me try again. No, my systems are working fine. No, my systems are working.
You might actually have to learn how to code.
What? Nah, I am deleting you, bro. So now the game is in a state where it is completely bug-free. I mean, there's a few weird things, but those are just features. So now it's time to improve the monetization of the game so we can rack up that money cash moolah. And I thought, what do people love buying? Stuff that kills other people. Okay, not in real life. Anyways, I made a nuke that people can buy for 200 Robux and it plays this insane cutscene. After completing the nuke, I got tired of scripting, so I completely revamped the lobby from this low-quality copy of the original game to this nice little scene where the players can do a little exploring. Now we're getting pretty close to publishing the game, but there's a few more things we need to add in to add more monetization and keep players in the game for longer. The main thing that keeps me in a game is leaderboards, because I love competition, so that's exactly what I added to the game. And then I added this area where players can buy a balloon that helps them jump higher in the game. Wait. Please don't tell me those are auras. Unnatural disaster RNG. Okay, not actually. But in future updates, I am going to be adding auras that give players different types of boosts. So now the lobby was starting to look pretty full, but I added one more thing. Disaster Brewer. So Natural Disaster Survival has this disaster machine where you can spawn multiple disasters in one round. And I think this is where the big money will come in because you can buy it so many times. And if people are willing to buy it in the original game, surely they'll buy it in mine. I also added this announcement in the chat to show when a player has purchased. And let's just say if you purchase a lot, it gets a little crazy. But I'll let you guys figure that out for yourselves. So now that the gameplay is basically finished, we just have to make the game icon. And to do this, I used Photopea. Oh, Photopea. So many good memories with you. So I was able to come up with this icon for the game. And I kind of went for a similar style to the original game. But I'm not sure if it really fits the goofy style that I want to go for, which is why I hired somebody else to make one for me. And this looks amazing. Then I just made a few thumbnails for the game that players can scroll through. And with that done, we can finally publish the game. So if you're interested in playing the game yourself, the game will be linked in the description. I would also really appreciate if you guys subscribe because I'm trying to hit 100,000 subscribers in the next few months. I'm really sorry for the long wait on this video, but I hope you think it was worth it. So be sure to go and play the game, or you can watch some of these videos.